So which one is the IPA for place the framework? B. So which one is the IPA for place the concrete? A, B, and C. So if you say A, B, and C, if you say A, B, if you say B, then A is already before it, but A is not intermediately presenting to C.
So
Yeah.
the letter that it's before.
It's before, it's intermediately before, it's not in the chain.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So like,
Yeah, it's confusing.
That is only,
You don't know what you're trying to say.
He just wanted one letter, not.
so intermediately it means if you have A, B, C, then B and C is intermediate integration. A and C is not intermediately because A and C they have something in terms of A, right?
Okay, I see.
So that means in place of concrete, you need a
One more.
have the framework ready, right? That is C.
What about H?
Very good H.
Yeah, I put
If you don't order it, then you cannot place it, right?
Yeah, so it's
place
eight.
your concrete before you're still reinforcing. So before
It's
Don't you
eight.
have to put the reinforcement before you?
That is correct. You cannot place your concrete before you put your steel reinforcement, right?
Yeah,
So
So,
what is correct answer for here?
E. 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 Oh, we'll have reinforcement.
oh, you go.
What is the correct answer here?
E.
E is not correct.
No, C. It's C. I put C.
C.
I put C. I put eight C.
It's G.
and H, you have to order it in, you have to put in your reinforcement.
I put C.
It's
But you
G.
gotta raise up.
C is not correct answer again.
E. I put E then.
E is correct. Why?
Because place is still.
You place your framework and then next one you want to do is you place your reinforcement. Once you place your reinforcements and you place your concrete, right? So that's a correct order. You place your concrete, you need to buy the concrete, right? So that will be G and H. So what is for E?
Purchase it whenever.
Yeah, so.
You can purchase whenever
Yeah,
you do.
You have a lead time.
So that will be given
Dash, right?
a dash.
For the Y dash?
You can purchase it whenever.
You can purchase whenever,
What that
starting
mean?
your job.
What does that mean?
You can buy it whenever.
You can place concrete.
You gotta.
You need to do after you place steel reinforcement.
It's like we playing. Yeah, we're playing. Make it up games.
Yeah, I don't like.
Here is G and H,
We
yes.
can do this all we want to.
Okay, let's look for the next one. So F, cut and bend the steel reinforcement, which should be the one before it.
Purchase.
You need to buy it first, right? That will be E. So next one, what is the one before you place your steel reinforcement?
You have to cut and bend.
You need to cut it under what?
Oh, also purchase it.
Purchase is already over there, the relation is already there, okay? So what is the next one? H,
That's a dash, right? A dash.
dash. So do you think that is the correct answer?
Oh,
What is the dash?
How can you order concrete without knowing the layout?
See, that
Without
was
your-
what I was thinking. The plan.
Well, the plans will tell you what it is.
Yes.
Well, that's
That is true.
then, right?
So we don't see these changes next, okay? Guys, we see these changes in the next few slides. You will see there will be someone actually before you pressure your steel and the pressure your concrete. But right now, that is merely the correct answer, right?
Right.
Any other comments over here? Go ahead.
on there, so before you put in your formwork, you have to put in,
Or D is. Which is place concrete up for tough.
or you have to put in your reinforcement?
No, you need to first have your framework, then you put your reinforcement. So this is a different way. So for most of the walls, you need to do your reinforcement and then you do your framework because your wall is side, right? But if you do the foundation, usually the foundation is not depth enough. That means your foundation framework is kind of like that high or even that high. You still have the open space to put in your steel.
So
Okay.
what comes after C? What's C, an IPA of?
For this case,
Yeah.
is for foundation, should be framework, then reinforcement. But if this for the wall, the concrete wall, that should be reinforcement and then framework. Yeah, it depends. Any other comments here?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, let's check the answer. So we missed the one.
Yeah.
C here. So that means we should put C here. So you write. And is anyone catch this one? It really depends. Go ahead.
Nah, you asked, do we catch it? I did.
Okay, you catch it. That's great.
Mine didn't feel right.
So if you see the result over here, layout foundation, there's a dash. Dig foundation should be after layout foundation. Place framework should be after the dig foundation. And place concrete should be after you buy the concrete and also you place the reinforcement, right? Partial steel reinforcement should, there's nothing before it, but we will see later, you may have the mobilization before it, right? And you cut and the big steel reinforcement should be after you partial the steel reinforcement, and then your place will be after your cut and bend, and also after you place your frameworks. So again, that is really depends. So if you like the footings, right? You may place your framework and then you do, but in the most general condition is you place your steel reinforcement and then you place your frameworks. You want to enclose it, make more space, working space for you. Okay? Any comments for this one or any question for this one?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah. It's just like, cause we see it, it's like when you say you can order it at any time. I'm like, why not?
Yes.
Why not?
You
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Me.
So if you order it now, that means you can order what time you want.
Okay.
And then it's a dash here, but you will see later, they will adding a new mobilizations over here, then this one will be after the mobilization.
Right, but sometimes you gotta leave time.
Yeah.
So like if it's 3 weeks ahead of time, you have to purchase whatever before.
So that would make it not be like any time.
It's not, yeah, it's not
So
really
it,
any
like,
time,
it
but
would
it
have a
doesn't have to,
schedule.
it doesn't have to go before. It
Yes.
goes. It's not gonna be a set time before any of those that are always applied to.
Yes, okay, from these slides, you need to keep in mind two things. So first you need to, you need to understanding this format here, we will keep using it. It's important that we will putting our label here, and then we will have another column is called IPAs. Okay, what is IPAs? Immediately presenting activities. So A is IPA to B, B is IPA to C, but A is not IPA to C. Does that make sense? So if there's no IPAs, you're just using a dash here to represent there's no IPAs. So keep in mind this one. So we'll jump to the next slides. Any question, final question here? Okay. So if no question here, we will talking about the percentage diagram, which is actives on node. It's a commonly used type of network joining nowadays. So it used to be active on arrows, AOA, but right now is AON is most popular. So most of the software can present the result as a percentage diagram, right? So here's the example. Here's an example about the percentage diagrammers. But again, for here, it's showing each activity as a node using a cycle. But in most of our case for our homework, assignment, the quiz and exam, so we are not using the cycle, we were using the box or rectangle, okay? So we were using box or rectangle to represent them. So, and you will see A, B, C, D, E, F is the activities, right? And the arrows or the lines between A and B, so that is the relations. That means B, you place the rebar catch is after you lay out the wall. And then you do the tie bar is after you do the rebar, right? And you do the wall forms is after your layout, and you check the wall forms is after you actually erect the wall forms, right? And you place the concrete is actually after your tie bar and also the wall frames. So that is a relation. So the presenting diagram will always reading from this way to that way. So reading from the left to the right. So in this case, it does not have anything going this way or going that way. It's all from the left to the right. So you can ignore the arrows. But in some of the case, your drawing maybe looks like this. Do you understand which one is come first, which one is come later? I cannot. So in this case, you need to have a arrow to point from A to B. That means B is after A is in front of B, right? Otherwise, if you put this way, I may say that is going that way, or I may say that is going that way. I don't know. So please make sure, no matter what you're doing, do not using only a single, single line here. Please add in the arrows. Okay,
It could be.
adding the arrows. So if you add the arrows, I know the arrow is come from A to B, right? Come from A to B. If you don't have the arrow, I may see it's C come to A or B come to A, right? But actually, we understanding is reading is always from the left to the right, but please including the arrows. So if you don't have arrows, I will remove some points from your quiz or assignment. Okay? So please, if even I see multiple times, please including the arrows for your lab. And only 1 or 2 students do that. So please, this is very important. Question?
So in this example, B and C can happen at the same time?
Yes, that is a B and C is happening concurrently. And the A is presenting on B and the D is following B. Okay? So this one is after that one. So that is that network drawing. Normally we're using the box instead of the cycle. We are using the arrows instead of the single straight line. Okay? Okay.
Now hold up, you see how that one, like look at layout foundation got a dash. Right, go back to the chart.
Go by that one.
Yeah, now it got A on it. You see what I'm saying?
This dash.
Oh,
This dash is just say A and B is activities.
okay.
And this 2 dash is see that is a large relation between BD and the DF.
You
Okay?
want us to have those lines too?
You don't need to have those.
Okay.
You don't need to have those. Okay, you only need to have a box here and an arrow to here.
Okay, bet.
Okay?
Okay.
So now we're going to the next page. So let's try. Using this as an example, let's try to draw a diagram. Okay? So you still have these 8 activities and you know the IPAs. And you try to make a diagram like this. Using box and arrows. Using this format, okay? So maybe A, B, C. And you may happen that one D currently and that one out together. So that is not an answer, it's just an example to show you how to do it. So I give you 5 minutes to try, okay? So try this 5 minutes. So please, in this class, we need a lot of in-class activities like that, try the practice. So that is help you to know what is the problem you have and what is issue you have, and then we can overcome it, right?
Wait, so when it has the dash, how do we start? How do we start?
And no dash, no dash, no dash, just arrows. Just arrows, no dash.
I thought I was talking great.
Dash is not used for this presenting diagram. Dash is only available in the active on arrow or AOA diagram, which is represent the dummy activities. So there's only straight line and with the arrow ending. Yeah. Yes.
When they have the same.
Oh, we don't have that. No dash for this one.
More like having simultaneously negative.
Because we have an agreement here, the box is activity and the arrow is the relation. So you don't need to shoot, that is activity, that is dash. The dash is point to you, like you know, with the legend of the diagram, right?
But crazy.
Like this doesn't look like it's gonna do.
In that situation.
Like when it's the dash, it's just not an arrow, or it's just not a.
What do you expect?
Like it should go. We're just supposed to ignore the dashes.
And that's what I was trying to say, because you keep saying doing it whatever. Like when is whenever. Like
When
at
is
the end. Now that we don't.
If I just don't want to do it.
That's what I'm trying to say. So that's what I need. That's what I kept trying to say.
Yeah. Do it whenever doesn't help. Put it in it. So it's just, don't add it, never do it. It's not smart.
Went out of myself to that shit, just Secretary of State. South Carolina.
Like obviously you have to purchase the steel before CNF, so why wouldn't we put it? before
So the
CNF?
time for you guys is for discussion, the sense related to your practice.
You want-
Like we need to, we absolutely have to purchase the steel before we. Replace the steel.
They're a constitutional carrier.
Mine might be totally.
Same in Texas, you don't have to-
Then I know it's gonna be wrong if I put A as the foundation. That's what I would start off with. A.
South Carolina's the same
I
way.
just put nothing. I just left it blank and then put an arrow to A. But that doesn't make sense, because how can you purchase the steel
Yeah.
whenever, but you place the steel at a certain time?
Yeah, unless you have your security. Oh, it's not.
Yeah, I could.
No, you can't sign it. You'll get away with it.
Oh, I made a.
What you gotta do is prove
I made some
yourself.
Spanish, some Puerto Rican food yesterday, and it was so good, it was gone. No, maybe that was 2 days ago. It was so good, it was gone. I made it.
One girl, big black girl, came to his house, like you make it, and they were like, just like.
No, I made it.
What comes in, and that's heard of Puerto Rican.
It's called sancocho, and it got like green plantain.
Because I think like.
And then like the squash, but you blend it
Texas,
up.
you have.
and add rose, and it got
Even though.
like chicken and pork.
That actually sounds good. I think it's not bad to order here.
But it tastes like a potato when it's cooked in the bake, because it's not the sweet one. Yeah, but just not the sweet. So it tastes like a potato. But the squash is blended up into the brown.
That's what that was. Is it really?
Yeah, and
They drive around with 3 guns. So did I pull it over?
All right, I'm willing to trust you. I know you do not have to bring that because I
It's not white, right?
that's some extra shit. You gotta do.
And that's like, what is it, bro, we live in Texas.
Fuck it.
I got a lot too. I made a big pot. I'm supposed to be working on proportions. This is really stupid.
Yeah, I don't feel like doing it.
How can you
Three, like.
purchase your rebar whenever, but have to place the rebar at a certain time? Grace, how can you purchase the steel whenever? But you have
It's
to,
not whenever, it's like whenever the lead time is, because most of the sites they want it to get there.
What your chart look like, Grace?
so you're saying there's an open window, but the window is still has to be prior to place.
It's not a set and fix kind of thing.
Right, so it has to be in between a certain time frame.
Yeah, so if you know the lead time is gonna be 3 weeks for it to get there, you're gonna order it like 3 to 4 weeks before, so it's not just taking up space, but also say you have it with you. So it'll be different every time.
He was walking around the same thing.
I think it needs a letter. It must,
So what does, no, back to
because
what
if
I
you
was
need
saying.
it prior to
Grace, what
it,
does yours look
You still put it in there.
like? Yeah, let me see it.
but as what? An empty space?
It's a part of the schedule, yeah, it's just.
Let me see it, yeah.
It's gonna change.
Like in the.
So, that one is really simple. And you can do it
I mean,
directly without calculating the steps.
oh,
But in order for us to do it correctly, following all the procedure, if someone is already opened the in-class section notes on the blackboard, you will see we will calculate the sequence numbers, right? So, do you guys need more time to do this one?
Yeah,
Or you are
2 more minutes.
2 more minutes, okay,
Yeah.
2 more minutes. So, for the following semester, if I'm asking you to do the practice in class, so that is a very important thing. I understand in my class maybe borrow or maybe, you think it's useless. But I can tell you this class is very, very important.
Yes.
If you want to do the construction, right? So, please, be attention to, what we're going to do in the classroom and what we're going to do in the assignment or the homework, right? So, if you prefer to put the headphone on, I cannot enforce you to, go out this classroom, but, whatever you do is you think your lesson sense is
Okay, I
important,
see.
yeah, just do whatever you want to do, okay? I have, 27 students in this class. And if I have 20 students really listen to me, I appreciate that. So,
Okay,
I think I give it to him.
I just don't like dashes, but everything, like the sequence I get, I just don't.
so you got the second stuff, and we are going to talk about second stuff here.
Yeah, I think I give it to him. Like how you did it.
So we're
Victoria.
saying what goes before each?
You said what?
Nothing.
I love the way you think.
What goes before each?
So if you have a table like this, I mean, the future for your quiz and assignments, you have your activity column, you have your description column, you have your IPAs column. Please add another column called sequence number. So I short an SEQ and the number, that is sequence number. Okay? So adding a column called sequence number. So for calculating the sequence number, you can starting from 0 or you can starting from 1. But in my case, I usually starting with 0. So, so which one has the sequence number come with 0? That should be the one without IPAs. So without IPAs, so this one
0.
without IPAs, so sequence number is 0. Okay, so so and also this one is 0, right? And the H is 0 as well, right? So those three are sequence number is 0. So now we have the sequence number for A is 0. But when you look at the second row here, you see this one is IPA is A. You know A sequence number is 0, right? So we put a 0 here because this 0 is come from here, right? A sequence number is 0, and we know those sensors happened immediately after it. So for sequence number, we are going to increase only 1. So 0 plus 1, you get the number here is 1.
Because there's one thing happening prior to A?
Yes, because B is immediately after A. So if you have A happening in the first and then B happening in the second minus first, it will be 1. Okay?
Okay.
So when you have the sequence number for B is 1, you move this 1 to here, and then the activity C sequence is inherit from B is 1 plus another 1, you get a 2 here. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Okay. And
I thought we were making the chart.
and then we're going to here. Do you know G and H sequence number now? We don't know yet, right? If we don't know it yet, we skip it. We will come back to do it, okay? So we're looking for here, we already did is 0. So looking here, the F is cutting and bending, and the IPA is E. What is the second number for E?
ABCDE.
E is
Oh, like in the alphabet?
E is 0. So it's come from here, E is 0,
Oh, and the next one.
and then you plus 1 will be
Oh, yeah, one.
1.
ABCD.
No.
And then we're looking for C and F. What is second number for C? C is here, is 2, right?
Yeah.
So C is 2. And what is F?
F.
F is from here. F is 1.
F is 1.
So right now we have a challenge. We have 2 sequence number. And if we only have 1, we can immediately plus 1, and then we get this sequence number.
Wait, so E is 1,
E is 1.
C is 2,
C is 2.
and Y is F1?
F is 1.
Why?
F is here.
It's when you draw it out where it is, so it's like 1, 2.
Sorry, E is 0.
Right.
And F is 1.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's in the same line as C, but no, but C is there.
So F is after E. E is 0.
Uh-huh.
So put a 0 here. And after, in the middle after it, plus 1.
So G.
So C is not immediately after E.
C is not immediately after E.
But
Yes.
in this, isn't it saying C is immediately after E?
Yeah.
On this, isn't it
Which one?
saying C and F are both immediately after E?
This is G.
I thought it was saying B.
That is G.
Oh, they're immediately after G. And E is.
G
immediately
is
after-
immediately after C and F.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, no, I see.
I think I'm lost.
Okay?
Yeah,
Okay, don't confuse about those.
Yeah.
So you just look in the same row. Don't look in cross.
yeah, that's what I was doing.
Okay. Look in cross.
Okay.
So since you know C and F is before the G,
Uh-huh.
and you get in the sequence number for C is 2, sequence number for F is 1.
Mm-hmm.
Which one is bigger?
3.
Which one is bigger?
C.
C is 2, 2 is bigger, right? So we were using this formula. The maximum from 2 and 1 is equal to
3.
So no, maximum 2 or 1 is, which one is bigger?
2.
So that is equal to 2, okay? Maximum from 2 or 1, the result is 2, right? Because you only have these 2 options. And then these 2 options, which one is bigger? 2 is bigger, then put the 2 here, okay? Now I'm writing the formula here.
Oh, God.
So you are writing the maximum 2 or 1 and the plus 1. That is equal to y plus 1,
I said 3.
because we need to increase, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know the result is 3, but you shouldn't know how we get it.
Okay.
So we're using the maximum 2 or 1
I knew it was 2.
and the plus 1. The result will be
Oh, this ain't-
3, right?
Yeah.
Question?
That's what I said.
The adding one is because that sense is happen immediately after it. If you think that one is, so for example, you have A and B, A sequence number is 2, and B happened after A, the B sequence number will be adding 1, will be 3. You just adding 1, don't adding 2 or 3, just adding 1. Because that's immediately after it.
We only add
And then
one.
D.
Only adding 1.
Letter D gonna be 3, 2.
So
Because
I'm
it's 3
confused
plus
as to
0.
why F is 1 and C is 2.
Cause we go to,
Zero, so you're basically starting over.
we go
F,
to F.
F is
Right.
1,
F is 1.
C is 2.
Right, but why? Like, I see that we added 1, but why did we put the 1 on F rather than on C?
So C is in this row,
Uh-huh,
C is 2.
uh-huh.
F is this row, F is 1.
Okay. Cause
Does that
it's
make
already
sense?
labeled, yeah.
Yeah, we already figured out here.
It's not gonna be on the test.
Yes. Shit.
Here we need to add in 1, so we're getting from the maximum C and F, which is 2 or 1. So maximum is 2, right?
Yeah.
So we're using 2 plus 1, so we get a 3.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Now what is for this one? This is already 0,
It's
right?
0.
So which one we skipped?
We gotta go back to D.
We go back to D,
Right?
right?
D, and it's gonna equal 3.
But which is the number for G?
Number G, letter 3.
3, yeah.
3 is not letter 3, it's number.
It's 0.
Actually, 0.
So I'm saying D equals 3.
So what is the formula we should put here? What is the formula we should put here? Should be
X.
3 or 0
0.
and a plus 1.
I thought nothing come after that.
You get what? 4. Wonderful. How many of you get here? 4? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
For my brain, this is a lot.
Only 5, 6, 7.
I thought it was nothing else though. I thought we not adding 1 because nothing come after that.
You're always adding 1 because that is the secret, just after it. Okay, so you get the maximum. You get the largest sequence number is 4, right? So you get the largest sequence number is 4. I'm going to erase something here because I need some space, right? So, any final question for the sequence number calculation? Go ahead. The formula, if you have multiple over here, that will be using the biggest one and the plus 1. If you only have 1 here, that means using its sequence number, 2 plus 1. So, so we're using the maximum with max, maximum, from a setting of the sense. Max block 3, 0, block, and the plus 1 here. So that's the formula. One by one, because you have the table here. We initially using 0 for this one without IPAs. And then we come for here, we know A sequence number is already calculated over here. You inherit from here. And this is 0 plus 1, you get a 1. Okay? All right. So I will share this one with you. Don't need to take picture, and this is already video recording. Okay? So
Okay, wait.
and the in-class lecture notes is already posted on the blackboard. Right. So now we have this sequence number. We want to using the sequence number to help us to draw the diagrams, right? So how to use it? So you are putting the sequence number here. So we are putting a sequence number as a row, and then we have 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? We have 5 sequence number, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you can put in the letters, which one has the sequence number 0 in the column. In this column 0, we have A. A is no sequence number, right? 0. And then which is the next one?
F,
H,
E.
oh.
And then H.
So
Oh,
that,
this is for IPAs.
yeah.
no, that is for sequence number.
Right, but we take that from the IPA, not from the activity label.
I know what it confused you.
Cause yeah, that's what's.
Because
confusing.
before we were using activity label, but now
Now
we're
we
using IPA.
No, but he's talking about like using the sequence.
So the IPAs help you to calculate the sequence number. But the sequence number for this A is 0. Is not, that is 0. A is 0.
The IPA A is 0. Or the activity label A.
No,
Sequence.
sequence number is for this C, it's not sequence number for this B. This B sequence number is come from here. Does that make sense now?
Say it again?
Wait, repeat that one more time.
The sequence number we calculate over here
Uh-huh.
is belong to this row.
Right.
Belong to this row. For example, the A sequence number is 0. And here is B sequence number is 1.
Huh?
A sequence number is here, okay? Don't look and cross. And for here, you have the E sequence number is 0, and the H sequence number is 0. Does that make sense? So you are putting the one with sequence number 0 in the first column, the second column 0. So you have A, E, and
H.
H. Correct.
Okay, so the activity label goes with the sequence number.
Yes.
For this.
All right. So which one has sequence number 1?
B,
B and
number E,
F.
F,
B and not E, B and F.
yeah.
B and F. Which has sequence number 2? C only, right?
That's it.
Which has sequence number 3?
No, this is all.
3 is here, G, right? Which has sequence number 4? D.
number D.
Letter D.
Now you're putting all those sequence number column is all counting every activity. How many activities we have here? 8, right? So you have all the 8 over there. So now we are starting to connecting them. So we know the orders now. Now we're going to connecting them. So you have your activity A,
That's exactly how I had mine.
C,
No bullshit.
so we're going to connecting them. So when we do the connecting stuff, we need to go back to see the IPAs. Because we cannot connecting like this, right? We cannot connecting this because we don't know that is it makes sense. So we need to go back to see the table over here with the IPAs. So it should be connecting to what?
Say G.
Which one should connect to B? A, right? So B is followed by A. So
A should go to B.
So A should be connecting to B. And which is connect to C? B is connect to C, right? So B is connect to C. Which connected to D? G and H connect to D, right?
Say, which one is A connected to? B?
G and H connect to D.
Uh-huh.
Hold on, we can go back to A. What is A connected to?
A
is
connect
connected to
to
A.
B. So that is looking backwards.
Connected to A.
A connect to B, B connect to C, G and H connect to D, and there's nothing connect to E, E connect to F,
Okay,
C and F connect to G.
okay,
Looking backwards.
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So which one is connected to E, Nancy?
E,
Which is connected to F? E is connected to F, right?
yeah, E is connected to F.
Which is connected to G? C and F. C to G and F to G, right? I'm done.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I see how you.
Is that easy?
Can we go back real quick? Cause I have a question.
Which one?
So why did we skip over D? Like in this sequence, what made you skip over D?
Because we don't know the number for G and the number for H.
Okay,
Because G is here, H is here. So we can calculate from the front to the bottom, right? We don't know this, then we skip it.
okay,
If we know it, we just put in the number over here. Okay?
Reading it backwards.
So the backwards, when we connect the box together, we're using the IPAs because the IPAs means the relation between those things, right? So we need to use them back. I mean, not backward, it's sit back.
yeah,
Because the backwards will be a different thing we will know in the calculation. Just looking back,
right.
just looking back. Okay? Does that make sense now? Is that easy?
No, not easy. No, not easy.
That's not easy. Is that easy? The easy way to follow
Yeah, now
the function? Can you speak loudly? E, because IPA is here, E is going to F. Okay? Because you have the E as IPA for F, that means E is happened before the F. So looking that way. All right. So that is a procedure when we're doing the presenting diagram or actives on node or AON diagram or network. We're doing that way. So you need to do this sequence number as your first step. Okay? Calculate your sequence number as your first step. Second is putting your sequence number in a row. That here in a row, right? From the beginning 0 to the largest one you have here is 4. The third is putting your activities label A, B, C, D, E, F in the corresponding column of the sequence number, right? And the first step is using the box to encode them and using the arrows to make the connection. So when you're doing the connection, you are looking back to the IPAs here, right? So that is the procedures we do this diagram using the table to convert the table to the network model. So those detailed things has been recorded here and also is available here. You will see there is in-class example solution, right? In-class example instruction, in-class example solution here. Exactly the same thing we did here, okay? So that is the in-class example. And exactly everything is showing here for you to follow with it. So we are going to do another example here. So that is another summary with the detailed information you can follow with it. So we're going to using this IPAs examples. So this one we already did it, right? The first one. Layout foundation is only A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Now we're going to do this one.
Maybe that's not.
One, two, 3, 4. Yeah, that's the easy one. Maybe not this time, right? I gave you guys as a quiz to do at home. Okay, so we just finished this one. And that is the result of what we look like if we put in, but we do not put in the description over here. We only put in the letters over here to save the space, right?
Okay.
Okay? That one is directly giving you the results, IPAs, right? So I'll give you time to calculate the sequence number. So first you calculate the sequence number, and then do the AON or the diagram by yourself, okay?
Usually,
10 minutes,
do we have to put it in order, or is it only gonna come in order?
you need to put it in water,
Hold on,
okay?
we're gonna get, this gonna be on the test?
Say that again? That is a practice.
Okay.
That is a practice.
Practice for.
Yeah, practice for today in class, same as the one you did before.
Okay. We want to see it.
So first you calculate the sequence number, and we will check the sequence number in 5 minutes.
Oh, we're just doing.
And then we will do the diagram in another 5 minutes, okay? So first, please do calculate the sequence and put in here, and I will check with you. That is very similar to the one we already did. Calculate the sequence number.
Okay, so that's what you okay, but
Next on list. That's it.
that makes my answer my question.
That's not what he got there.
That's what I was saying. 'Cause it sound like somebody trying to smart that stuff, but
You're gonna be smarter.
yeah, he is. So I'm gonna have to-
So I will request you guys to not share your assignments with your classmates. Let them do it. Let them do it by themselves. Okay? Please do not share your any assignment to your classmates. If I see your classmates has the same mistakes as yours, I will talk to your 2 or 3 or group who are sharing. So I know who is sharing, but please do not do this for this class.
Do we win?
No.
Sorry, Essex.
They were actually doing quite bad. They did horrible at first.
They did.
Yes. Our big, which was really good.
Australian Annie.
No, that one would have did something. The one with the tattoos, the other one.
Come on,
He was hurt or something. He was just picking, he was sending mad pics and just standing.
Okay.
And I'm going to go.
Yeah, my tickets. What did the tickets you dropped down about? That's what keep.
Let me take it. Okay. I'm still gonna keep checking. What type is this? Why is this not letting me copy it?
Okay, let me do it real quick.
You don't need to do this. I just want to let you guys see it easily. No, you need to follow in the procedure.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you need to follow in the procedure. If you just show me the result, I will not grade it. Please follow the procedure, okay? It's what, it will make sure you know how to do it. So for my teaching is not say, you know the answer. My teaching is to say you know how to do it. So I give you time to do the section number, and 3 minutes pass, we still have 2 minutes to finish all the section number for those non-activities. So this one is only have that one is 0 because there is no IPAs for mobilize. Yeah, is anyone finished D and G? Please come to here to write down here. Who want a warranty? Yeah, please. Oh. Say that again?
Can I come up to get help?
Yeah. You have a question?
Yeah, so for F, you did 1 plus 1, so it's 2, it's not 1.
1 plus 1 is 2.
Not obvious. You know what I'm saying?
Because E is 1, so it's 1. This is not the one. So this is come from here.
Okay, I know.
You can add 1 all.
Okay, that's the equation.
So,
Plus 1.
We ain't showing no love.
But I don't understand where you're getting to be,
Basically,
like, where's
like
this
P,
P?
P
Like,
equals
where's
0.
the
We
zero?
add
How are
1.
you gonna use
to make
zero?
A equal 1.
0 is because P is 0. P is here.
And A is,
Yeah,
what's A?
Yeah.
It's
And
one.
this 1 is because
Oh, no, I fucked it up.
E is here.
Because A,
So you're
I
getting
skipped the
this
first
one
one. I don't
from
know
the
what P is
corresponding,
already.
P is zero.
So
from
that means A.
corresponding rows.
A is,
you gotta skip
So, like-
because you gotta.
and that's why I was
find
getting
So-
confused. A is supposed to be the top of the list.
You know, this is.
That's why I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm
so
skipping
like, why y'all
it,
doing
go straight to A.
Yeah, and that's what I was trying, but now that
So-
I did it easy. because-
Right here, saying D is represented by 0 plus 1 equals
That's what I
1.
was going at.
But we have C.
Because the
And-
P is 0.
We got F.
Okay, so whatever comes,
Whenever
P
you
comes.
organize it, like, look at back, look back what it is.
We start with 0.
Okay, so whatever
Why is
comes
it not A, B,
before
C,
Uh-huh.
F,
this
G,
one,
H,
you're gonna
I?
use that
Why is it
number.
P? Why is it P?
This number, that's number, same number.
See what I'm saying? That's
Right,
what,
no,
that's what the
that's-
confusion
that's
is.
Plus 1 is always there, but this one, this number
I
is.
think-
Okay, so for,
So I'm thinking this is our
for
options.
C,
And then label.
for C,
A is come from B.
Okay,
So you have to find in P is here.
Okay.
so that's 0.
So
then we
P is
put
You
down
have the
0.
left side.
2
Crossword, right?
plus 1.
Wait.
Okay, I'm done talking.
Okay, I can label it
Let me log
C,
in.
right? The IPA is C.
B
Try to understand it. I know it's a little bit confusing.
Yeah, can I show you?
If C was something with D.
I'm not sure this is gonna work.
right here. I have this
4
here, that's
Over there.
here.
Dash.
The one.
So when you write down, you need to.
A equals 1, so it's really gonna be 1 plus 1.
You got for all the letters.
Okay, and it's fine that I put it over here.
Yeah. No, you need to write down those.
You wanna write it like that?
Write those.
I ain't gonna lie.
T H B.
And the same
So
for,
I gotta click that.
yeah, yes.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, C is 3.
So
we'll start with zero. We don't know what A is, so we'll sit that right.
No, we know it.
I skipped B.
A is after P.
So that we.
So then I'll go to
One
E.
here,
Yeah, yes.
and then the 1 plus 2.
So that makes E.
Yeah.
1.
And then the 2 plus 3.
And then you go down to F.
And then
E
we
is
skip,
what,
okay.
1?
Yeah, because you don't know it, you skip it. But if you already know it, don't skip it.
Wait,
Go
you
down
said,
to G.
so why are you saying we know what A is?
You know P because P is the first activities.
And that's 0.
Yeah, so you put there.
Four, that's the biggest one. So
But when you're looking for G and H, the first time you don't know. Because G and H is far away the bottom, right?
Okay.
My question is, I got a question. When you add P, what is P doing? So I'm saying, if you didn't hit me, I would have got confused.
P is here.
Dash?
Dash is there. Because
then
you're
we just
starting
follow the
from the
same
P.
thing.
P is your first
Start from P, okay.
Yeah, the last one you're starting from
But
A.
you see how I'm thinking though, is like we going 0, 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, D, E.
No. 0, 1, 2, 3 is not A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, you may happen in the same time, may happen reverse. 0, 1, 2, 3 is always A.
The reason why A is 1 is because
So it's
Yeah.
A. So really, it's not 1, 2, 3.
A is not always
It's
P.
It's P, A, B.
P is not first.
Yeah,
A is not first.
It's PAB, but
Yeah, for this one. This case is P.
Act like it's A, B, C.
act like it's AC.
This case.
Order doesn't matter.
Act like it's A.
That's what was meant to
It
be.
doesn't matter. No, you.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
It
All right.
doesn't matter.
We good.
So again, for this one.
Feel like I'm telling it that.
So for
Jokes and
this,
shit.
you need a maximum.
It's the P one two.
G is 4. And H is 1.
I think I'm aware about the H.
You are.
Okay.
Somebody really speaking another.
Yeah, it really does.
You know this is, but you need to write down. Okay. Same for this one.
So, but is it step off?
It's probably is correct answer, but you need to write down the whole.
Okay, but so whenever you do it, you don't have to worry about that one. You have to worry about the one on the outside. That's it.
No, this one is come from H.
No, I'm talking this one, that 4 plus 1 be 5. That doesn't come from H. That comes from the 4.
Yeah.
Okay, and 4 is G.
Yes, you need to write down the formula.
Gotcha.
That's what I mean.
Once I get here, I'll know G.
So,
You said no.
no, that is incorrect. Let me do it. So, I'll show you why it's not.
No, not yet. You behind. Give me like 2 minutes. I want about that.
I'm going to filling down these two cells over here for the search number for D and G, okay? So I'll check the couple of you. The mistake you have is you directly put in the number 4 over here. But
But we don't know that.
you need a two. Show me how you getting the number 4. So the correct sense here is putting the formula over here,
3
okay?
plus 1.
The formula is the maximum. So G is come from here. No, not yet, so we come back here. So for here is maximum. Say circuit number is 3, right?
P is 0. Okay.
And the F circuit number is 2 plus 1. So we need to write down as this formula. And then you're getting 3 is the biggest compared to the 2. So using 3 plus 1, you're getting this number is 4. So once you know the second number for G, you come back to here. So the G is 4 and the H is 1. So you get a 4, 1 plus 1, you get a 5 here. Okay? So make sure you have this formula here. See that again? G is 4. C is 3. F is 2. 3, 2. The bigger is 3. 3 plus 1, you get a 4. Okay?
So D is 5.
You're right.
Oh, here we go.
Box.
So, but I just wanted to draw it
Yeah.
small first.
Okay. So we don't know it's just zero.
So we, the section number, the smallest is 0 and the biggest is 5. So we put in the sequence number in a row.
That means.
0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Because.
So you are,
It got P. That makes that 0. P equals 0. Question is about. That makes.
you will, so you will putting those corresponding activities with the sequence number in that column 0 to 5, and then we will check the results.
This second. So. So. You got P. What up, P?
What?
Little baby said that.
The P is no matter the letters, but
Yeah.
understanding you prefer A, B, C.
No. I was playing. I was joking around.
Okay,
Yeah,
no
we good.
problem. Yeah,
we're good.
yeah.
Little baby said that. You know, little baby?
I don't know.
It's okay, yeah. He is there because the biggest number is small. Yeah. Yeah. A, B, C. Ain't gonna lie, I think I got it.
Okay, that's it.
You know,
So for this one, so you need to write it down the formula.
Oh, I got it memorized.
Mhm.
So I gotta do the max every
Yeah,
time.
you need to do that, yes. Max for those and yes.
Well, I gotta just kinda know you already used the max number.
No, you need to. So for example, if I don't know,
What I'm doing, just.
yeah, show me how you do it, right?
I bet.
Okay, I think I finally understand it.
Uh-huh.
he said basically.
Yes, that one you need to show the formula. So that is a maximum,
So. Actually. Big one,
so that is the maximum from 401 plus 1, you get 5. So for each of them, you should show this is 0, this is 1, this is 2. And this is 0, this is 1, and this is maximum.
Hell yeah.
3 or 2 plus 1, you get a 4. And this is
Okay,
so,
but it's good.
yeah, it's good.
I'm good to go.
You can draw the diagram,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay, got it. I showed you that you told me it was wrong.
You figure out,
No, that's what I had when I came up here. You told me it was wrong.
because the first you come to see me, the P is only bound to. P is only come to A, but the P should come to this. Wow.
No, I see why, but I'm just saying, like, you have everything, it was all wrong.
Uh-huh,
It was that one. would be-
yeah,
Okay.
all right. So if you're done, you can, the P should compound to here.
Okay, so
Because,
it's still
because
before.
here,
Okay,
right?
yeah.
Squirt.
How do you do that?
Explain them.
E, G, H.
I just have to draw that arrow, okay.
Yep, yeah.
Okay.
What I was wondering, like. Hang on, it's in my. You look at mine.
So the solution is posted over here. You can check it with your results. Check with it. Check with it.
That's something. You definitely got something.
Check with it. Why E is point to X? Why E with no relation to
You don't got like
only after P.
They only, oh, I did it like this because they all happen simultaneously. They don't?
P is only, H is only after P. E is only after P. E is before M. E is no relation to I. P will come here. This one.
Oh my
But
God.
they don't happen at the same time.
Thank you.
Would you give me
I
that
think the
sheet?
same time should be
William.
showing like this.
You think you too
If
good?
you're writing that way, that means E is after A.
I'm in the class every day.
Yeah, you can bring your results for me
You
to
had an
check.
appointment in Raleigh.
I'm doing my work.
No class this Thursday, okay? I will send you guys reading stuff.
I had came late, so I didn't get to put the code in. I didn't get to put my attendance code in because I came a little late, like 5 minutes.
Text
late.
me, text me.
All right, thank you.
Me.
Another issue is, so for the bugs, we're only using the left side of. Which one should we go for? No, you cannot use in the box. You can only point to it.
Okay, yes. Okay.
You didn't like that? No, I didn't. I did,
But how am I?
So-
We wanted to make sure that I understand. But since the code is here.
So you know your issue is not to have your parent.
But yeah, it's, I don't know, Friday, and then Monday, and then Wednesday, like I said, I get.